Hello everybody, Mr. Vinci here today. We're at Florida Atlantic University Ocean Discovery Center. I had a lot of twists and turns off of US 1, but I figured, I'm going to have y'all figure this one out on your own. Arcel, can you figure it out? Plumbing? I'll take you all deep sea diving or something like that today. I already paid admission on the phone, 25. I'm going to rule of thumb to let y'all know, 25 bucks for this one. There's like another one I might come back later on that takes you out to the ocean or something. I'm going to see the equipment and things today. And it's like half price for kids, so Monday to Friday. I think they do it Saturday as well. No Sunday. School, so. But you have to pay because they have to do the research and stuff and then come free. So I'll get back at you when I get inside the visitor center. I'm going to show you some of that and then of course the tour here starting in a minute. Get back at you. Oh yeah, the parking lot's right behind where I was. You come in over there, if you can see, and make a right. It's basically you right off US 1 if you're going south, obviously left if you're north, and you come in, you make a right at the first right or left you can make, and then another quick right. You'll see like a little head over there, little chain link. Pull in here, and there it is. And that's not all of it, I think. There's gonna be a quick tour. Let me get back at you. Space, the final frontier. No, I'm not sure what this is. Looks like a vape kit. No. Kidding. Check that out. Remember that movie? I keep forgetting the name of the movie. Somebody's got to remind me of the name of this movie. They drink the pink juice and able to breathe in the water. You think that'll ever happen? Doubt it. Here's some of the diving stuff they're going to use, I guess. Scopes and sensors. Read. Look up. I'm not going to read everything, but all these, let's see, many of the deployable research platforms used by scientists at FAU Harbor Branch are outfitted with sensors specific to the scope of the given research being conducted. These can include optical, chemical, physical, and acoustic sensors measuring motion, sound, and water quality. Operate the vehicles. These are types of scopes that they have, And of course, we're going to see more than this, don't worry. There's my new home. How do you like that? I decided to go Offlander. Ich bin Auslander. Alright. Here I've been working on my latest project. The torpedo of love. No. Anyway. Sad what happened to those people in the submarine. Wish that upon anybody. But that's what happens when you play around and you get too excited. Bad things will happen. That's why I'm just going to stay afar in video. I'm not going in the water. Like Joe Rogan said, he gets snatched up by a shark and it's all over. Arrgh. I'm good. When I was younger, I probably would have done something stupid like that. But not anymore. Deep water drifter. That'd be me. I'd be drifting all right in many sections. Check her out. That stuff costs so much money. You'll never afford this in your lifetime. So you can come be a researcher, I guess. Let me get back at you and get on the other side. I have no clue what I'm looking at. I know, another fish tank. It is what it is. Yeah, that one looks like he's a little too happy. I'd love to have one of these, but again, you know how much this one probably would cost? 'Cause it's got like natural coral and everything in it. People think it's easy and then you go buy one. It's like, oh, check out that one. I think I've seen a color like that before on a fish. Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads. I don't want to finish that. It won't be nice. Get out of here. Now this is natural like sea grass and stuff that you see in Florida, and there's zoom in that sucker right there. Where'd he go? He's right there. Quit hiding. That's pretty cool looking fish with the blue eyes. Let me get in on him a little closer. Blue eyes. Don't you make his brown skin blue eyes. Okay, that didn't rhyme at all. Yeah, can't always be a wiener. I think we're gonna go out there. I don't know yet. I'm gonna hold tight. Oh, this is my lunch. It's all left of it today. I think that's a manatee. I'm pretty sure. But I'm not going to read. I'm just going to guess that that's a manatee skeleton. Oh, there's a little research. That they do. I mean, these are obviously on display, but same thing. Another fishy tank. I don't know if we're going to see any of this, but I sure as heck hope so. Man, that stuff is awesome looking. Again, how much money would it cost to have that? More than your paycheck in your whole life. Oh, here's a loofah. Check out this loofah. Girls, you like the loofah? That's the real loofah right there. Oh, I got this here before we get on the tour here. We should be soon. And I'll be back. That's pretty cool. It's like recycled material. Girlfriend goes, you don't need to recycle. I'm like, really? Oh, I should take it back. She says recycle, but not as much as I do. I'm like, only 10% of the world is recycled. If you want to live in a dump the rest of your life, go ahead, because it's going to be there anyways, I guess, unfortunately. But true. All right, get back into it when we're doing something here.
The Great Lakes. So what they did was they actually were working on the Edmund Fitzgerald. And so in a lake, your buoyancy is going to be very different than in the ocean, because you're going to be a lot heavier, more dense in fresh water than you would be in salt. So they
just get it like that. Can't really see what I'm getting. But that's all right. That's good enough. Yeah. All right. I want to be respectful and not get too much while a person's talking, even though it is voice. So basically, what you're looking at here is, well, this is the one that can hold 3 people, and I'll show you in a second. This one here basically is one person. Obviously, it was the beginning of a submersible, which is not a submarine, but goes underwater, like you see, where they did Titanic and stuff like that. Anyways, I don't want to say it here because, But, Arthur, you want to check me out in here? Want to go for a dive? Check this out, huh? Pretty cool. I'll never get one of these. When you go be a researcher, I guess you could eventually. But, yeah, this is pretty cool. This is already worth $25 for me personally, I feel. I can't get up there, but all right. And here you see the piece of the rope, but they cut it off there, to hook it to a winch and pull it up, which would be there. So that was the 1 man. This is the 3 man. And you can see the little camera here. Movie magic being made, better than I could ever do. And there's where 2 people sat. I'll show you the 3rd one in the back in a minute. And this, well, let me zoom in on that a little bit. That there would, if I get my finger, that there would suck up things from the ocean floor. We're not going to go over and bore you to death all day, but you get the point. And the other one's a grabber. The main reason why I came here is because how often do you get to get near this stuff? Not often. So, even if it is outdated, it's still good. And here's where you get inside. I've already showed you that a little bit farther back. You go up in there. I don't know what I got, but okay. Anyways, torpedo alert. No. These are obviously, the turbines push the sucker forward and down, this and that. You get the idea. I'm not going to, go over every little thing. You want to research about it, you can do it anytime. I just want to come check out something that you don't get to see every day. This is really cool stuff. Submersible equipment. I'd love to be in it, but dang it. Oh, by the way, here's their chamber. Put the little ones I'll show you in a minute into there and test them before millions of dollars, well, not millions, thousands, are lost forever. I should have went camera down, but we can edit that out. I'm just going to get these and we can go. I bought this one, by the way. No. I'll never afford any of this in a lifetime, but at least you get to look at it. These are the little mini ones that you see on a lot of National Geographic and their TV shows. There's the first one. Yeah, I know, crude like everything was back in the days. But you gotta start somewhere. People laughed at him, but look at him now, he's making money. This is like, the one in the military where they fly the drone. This is for underwater research. Can't really collect anything, but it can study things. Same as that one there. These are just a bunch of old versions of studying stuff below the sea. Obviously that one you can control. And you sell the other one. Get back.
November 15th through March 31st is what we refer to as manatee season. That's just typically when Florida can receive cold snaps. So they are seeking out warm water sources like this one. But we're lucky because right here locally we actually have a pretty large residential manatee population that's here year-round. So even in the summertime, we'll see manatees coming in here resting, or even in mating aggregations, we'll have manatees in here as well. So in the wintertime though, we'll see as many as like 100 manatees all hanging out here getting warm. And we have scientists, it's always exciting to see, right? This time of year,
Sharks come in here, so no diving. Stay off the campus. No kidding. Free security.
So the SDC was built and put to use in 1961. So this was 10 years before the Johnson Sea Links were actually used. And this essentially was built to create longer lasting, more secure diving, and tested the physiological impacts of mixed gases and pressure on the human body. So Ed Link was so confident in his own invention, he was the first person to climb inside. He went down to about 60 feet below the surface for 8 hours, but eventually another man climbed inside, went down over 400 feet below the surface for over 40 hours, and his decompression time was over, and he was called the world's first Perilink deep diver was built. And the Perilink deep diver was built in conjunction with the Peary Institute down in West Palm, and this was the world's first submersible ever built for lockout diving. So you can see that hatch in the bottom there where that opens up and those divers would leave. They actually set records in the Bahamas for 700-foot lockout dives, and the type of diving is called umbilical diving because their air hoses were connected back up inside of the submersible. Now this was only used for 2 short years because the Navy actually commissioned this, and it was some of their engineers that realized that the steel they used to create this was the wrong kind of steel. It did not do well under high pressure and cold temperature, which is what you're going to find at the bottom of the ocean. So they quickly retired it, but 3 short years later, obviously Ed Link perfected his design because that's when the Johnson Sea Links were put to use. So he went from this to the Johnson Sea Links, so it's a pretty big step. So he was definitely a pioneer in his field for sure. So surprise, surprise, we named it the Hoga House. But it was donated to us in an unconventional way. They chopped it up into a bunch of pieces, put it on a barge, shipped it up the lagoon, and put it right back together again here. So essentially, on the way up, they almost lost a portion of the house. The crane with part of it actually swung over the lagoon and almost dropped it, which would have made for a very expensive artificial reef. But thankfully, it got here quite literally in pieces, but they put it back together again. It used to be our extra office space in our library, but it is now our Exploration Command Center. So we are the headquarters for NOAA's Cooperative Institute for Ocean Exploration, Research, and Technology. So essentially NOAA has this big ship called the Okeanos. They can send this ROV really deep under the water up to like 20,000 feet below the surface. And the tether actually has a fiber optic cable that uses the satellite on the boat to send the signal to us here. So we can see what the ROV sees anywhere in the world live with just a 2-second delay. And we can chime in via telepresence and communicate with the scientists and technicians who are operating the ROV. So when they do these missions, we can essentially chime in and say, oh, that's the species that you're looking at if they have questions. So typically they have experts in their field built for the Johnson family. So Seward Johnson Sr., he loved science, but he was also an artist. So he wanted the front of his house to be built to look like the back of a sailing vessel. And on the back porch is a big round swimming pool. And above that, of course, is the screened-in porch or the dome. And when the sun hits those lines just right, it creates shadowed lines on the pool that look like latitude and longitude lines. So Seward Johnson Sr. could pretend he was exploring the ocean from the comforts of his back porch. Kind of funny to think about, but that is now our office space, our marine mammal stranding and population assessment team. I'll talk about their work in just a bit too, but the air...
There's the boat. Yeah, we're gonna take a tour on.
Alright, you guys are welcome to get out and take a look at the water.
So there's the boat, $50 pontoon. Go on Fridays and Saturdays, morning, afternoon, and on Saturday actually. Said we're out of the lagoon. This is where. Go here. Show you something you ain't gonna normally get to. Well, at least in this area you can, unless you have a boat. I see a ship in the harbor. I can. Oh. So, this is part of the tour that's kind of cool. Got here to the Indian River Lagoon area and stuff. told y'all I'd do more stuff. Anybody listen to me? No. Oh no, it's gonna rain soon, Daddy. Come on. Oh, I guess I'm there. Just didn't realize it. We'll be all right. So yeah, I'm just getting bullet points of this tour here. There's a lot of cool submersible stuff you'll never ever get into, but you at least get close to, you know, and see stuff that you've seen on TV now. It's really, I think it's worth 25 bucks already. Get out here, you know. Oh, let me just show you the trail real quick. Just show you the trail. Remember that picture I have, you know, from my logo that you see at the end? Here's where I got it from. Kidding. I haven't never been here, so obviously I didn't get it. But doesn't it look like it though? If it's focus. I think it's focus. It's just a little hazy out today. Alright. Oh, there they are, getting excited about the little boat tour out there on the lagoon. Pontoon boat. Whatever.
That's our tour boat. So, just to get you oriented as to
You
where
may
we
get
are, with 33 acres. And aquaculture is the farming of marine plants and animals for things like food, cosmetics, research, and restoration. We really only focus on the research and restoration and stock enhancement side of things. We don't grow any of our Florida Pompanotus out to Publix or anything like that. But the first section we're going to kind of take a stop in is our marine plants section. We'll stay inside the cart for this just because this is an active research site and there are lots of fire ants out here. So we will save ourselves the trouble of all that. But the raceways directly in front of us here, these are our seagrass raceways. This is where we are growing seagrass in a nursery with hopes of restoration work. So what we're doing is we are growing seagrass, getting them well established in aquaculture, finding the best techniques and technologies on what to use for growing seagrass. And we started to actually do some transplantation work throughout the lagoon. We have started to see some success. So we are hopeful for our seagrasses to kind of replenish and get a little bit better populated throughout the lagoon, because within the last 10 years or so, we've had about a 60% decline in seagrass habitat. And we can document that because we've been studying our seagrasses here within the lagoon for over 30 years. So it's definitely a trend that we've spotted within the last decade or so, that our seagrasses are drastically declining, and that can be attributed to a bunch of different factors like decreased water quality and clarity, and an increase in harmful algal blooms, which kind of create like a blanket on the surface of the water, which can shade out a lot of seagrasses. So we're definitely excited about our nursery work and our seagrasses. But the tanks directly next to us are a part of a different system known as the Integrated Multi-Trophic Aquaculture System. So these tanks right here are part of the IMTA, that's what we call it for short. And so you can see here on this image, these are different trophic levels that all work together to actually clean the system in a natural way. So it's a closed recirculating system. So the water that's being pumped through our fish tanks, and so of course our fish eat, produce waste, that water with that waste then flows into tanks with our invertebrates, like our shrimp, our sea urchins, and our oysters. They help to kind of clean up the water. From there, they then flow into tanks with our marine plants and vegetables. So especially the ones growing up in those troughs, you see all that greenery coming out. Those are different marine vegetables like our sea asparagus, saltwort, and sea purslane. As they grow, they absorb nutrients. And then, of course, the last stop for that water are in tanks right here with our sea lettuce. Now, our sea lettuce is a type of macroalgae, or a green algae. And this type of plant we call a power plant because it will grow so fast it doubles in size every single week. So what we're doing is we dry some of it to put back into the food that we feed our animals in the IMTA. But we're also working with the FDA to create a food label for sea lettuce.
For sea lettuce, there you go.
Yeah.
I'll take a double dose.
And so what's really cool about marine plants and why we're working with the FDA is because a lot of marine plants have different nutrients in them that you might not be able to find in other freshwater plants. And so the other great thing about cooking with marine plants is they grow in salt water, so you don't have to add salt when you're cooking with them, because they already have quite a bit of it in them, so kind of neat to think about. And they'd be passed off to FWC for them to actually put back out into the lagoon for restoration.
It is true.
When you saw the ORA sticker, you can see that was sustainably sourced through aquaculture.
Aquaculture
we
and
actually
fish.
specialize in designer clownfish. corals are an animal, they still need
Growing
sunlight
the
to
coral
grow
reef in this
because they
guy.
have a symbiotic relationship with an algae called zooxanthellae.
Grow anything nowadays. Don't have to be out at sea. Alright, agriculture innovation. This is what we saw out there in like a miniaturized form. I didn't know if we could go in here earlier, so I'm gonna check it out now. Oh look, rocks. Yeah, they're probably not doing anything in that one right now. Sea lettuce. Now this they haven't get approved by Food and Drug Administration, but someday you can actually eat this stuff. There it is. Look at that. I'm hungry. I'll take some. A little more. Red seaweed. It's this one. Hey, who'd have thought? Well, it's hard to see that one in there. Isn't there? Well, maybe they took it out recently. Variegated sea urchin. You can eat all this stuff, folks. It's not there, but anyway. Saltwort. Imagine this for a salad. This would be like the ultimate salad. Better than organic. Sea purslane and red mangrove. Now mangrove, I don't know about that one. I don't think you need that. But there's a lot of stuff you can actually eat that people don't know about. So let's see what's in here. Red drum fish. There he is. Hang on. Check out the fishy. Mr. Fishy. I think we need to clean the tank a little bit. Can't quite see him. He's in there, but you can sort of see him. He's hanging out, but oh, there's some over here. Never mind. There you go. Oh. So, yeah, I thought I'd get you a definite educational video on this one here. It's not a long one, but I didn't want to put on an hour and a half tour of every single thing. So the point of this is for every state, to be honest. You definitely need to give credit to these people for doing stuff. They're saving your aquatic life, not just the land lubbing. You know, I appreciate this stuff. I have no clue about a lot of it, but Vishal, the stuff we just went over with, it's the stuff you get to go out there and use. They don't use those anymore, but obviously, you know, the big ones, there's newer ones of that, but get the idea. Get close to something that you'd never get to normally get close to without paying, of course. That's what I did. I'm doing a lot of research out here, working with different people and stuff, some private entities as well. It's amazing, you know. These people are trying to save it, so when you go down the lakes, rivers, ponds, streams, inlets, ocean even, you have something other than just nothing, you know. With the rate we're going with things, folks, there ain't going to be much happy, watery trails, we'll say, you know. So, come on down. Check it out at this FAU campus. This is the farthest north they have in Florida, Florida Atlantic University. And you'll see some really interesting stuff out here. I didn't film every single thing, but I gave you an idea of what you can learn out here. It's really cool. They're talking about how they have a little rescue. I didn't videotape. It's just a big oversized vehicle. Rescue animals, you know, and they track them and stuff in different ways instead of sticking them with the dart, you know, like on the shark or dolphin, their fin, they'll have different little cutouts where they've gotten attacked or whatever, and they named them and they can tell each one is which when they see it, like going this way and that way, different areas outside there even. Say, oh yeah, that's ours, and we know this, that, and the other about it, and share the love. That's the beauty about the United States of America. Sharing the love. You know, so I shared this video with you to give you a little education. Florida has a very, very diverse ecosystem. And it's year round compared to you other states. It's only certain times where you can go out there and see stuff. This is always working. It's the beauty of the state and the weather, generally speaking. So, there you go. Let's go ahead and read this. Well, I'm going to just show it to you. Let me get up on it. Over 90% of all living animal species are classified as invertebrates, which means they lack a backbone. Many marine invertebrates are used in the seafood dishes. Some of the most popular are shrimp and clams. You get a lot of that from Florida as well as other states, I know. Are you surprised how much that, that's actually here in Florida? Seaweeds. Macroalgae, also called seaweeds, are plant-like aquatic organisms around the world that are over 10,000 different microalgae species that can range in size from small tufts to large underwater forests. For over 1,700 years, they have been used as food source. Today, 85% of seaweed harvested or produced is consumed by people. These dishes like sushi, soups, salads, and many global dishes. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Some more. Get you an idea. You know, there's more than just, oh, what's that? What's this? You know, it may not seem the greatest to you, but if you like sushi, you're eating some of that Florida stuff, natural, and other things. I know it's expensive, but, well, go to work here. Maybe you can get some for free or something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they allow them to take a little bit home. Maybe not. I don't know. Do your own research then, I guess. Some stuff you can do, some stuff you can't do, obviously. But I learned a lot here today about stuff that I had no clue was going on. You know, all types of ways of tracking things without the old-fashioned methods, going under the water. You know, it's obviously stuff you've seen recently on TV. And doing research. And it's amazing how those things can, like, take so much pressure. 3,000 feet, that bigger one I showed you in there, go down that far, and just like you see in TV shows and stuff. Check out all types of stuff, pick it up, turn it around, bring it in for research. You know, people are doing a lot of cool stuff. Making movies is great, but this is really making better lives. So this is for those out there that really want to care about their environment instead of just tromping the big ass feet on it. You know. So, with that said, this is kind of a short video, I know. I'm doing more talking than showing, I get it, but I just wanted to bring y'all along on this adventure. And I'll see you all on the next one. Goodbye, my friend. Now it is the end. Actually, it's not the very end, but I just want y'all to come and check this out. This is like a really cool experience. To know all this research and development they're doing to make it better when you go anywhere instead of just, you know, barren land and stuff. It takes a lot of time, money, research. Not just help the plant life and animals in the water, but to obviously live with them in peaceful harmony and not destroy everything. You know, and there's people that just ride by woohoo with a beer and don't care, so whatever. You know, it is what it is. But you get the idea. Oh, they have a mosquito controller. They actually, I didn't show it, it's just woods, basically, the canal in it, and they research it to find ways to counteract the mosquito population, keep it down, you know, not really trying to get rid of it, just keep it down and keep it away. Hence why you see better mosquito repellents coming out every day. Where do you think it comes from? Oh, you know, Florida's a great place to research for a lot of things if you think about it. So there's that, all types of research. So come on, check it out. See you on the next adventure. Goodbye.